An AI system can look intelligent in one moment and still lose coherence over time. That is one of the most important failure modes in agentic AI. The system can answer a question well, it can evaluate something correctly, it can make a good decision in isolation, but then the next step happens. And suddenly it forgets the constraint. It repeats the same mistake. It ignores a previous decision. It acts as if the last correction never happened. That is not always because the model is weak. Sometimes the problem is that the system has no structured memory. A context window can help an AI model see what is in front of it right now. But memory is different. Memory is what lets a system carry forward what matters: a decision, a boundary, a failure, a lesson, a user preference, a constraint, a previous correction, a reason why something was rejected. Without that continuity, an AI system can become trapped in the present moment. It may appear capable, it may produce fluent outputs, it may even reason well inside a single interaction, but across time, the system starts to drift. That drift is not always dramatic. It can be subtle. The system slowly changes the task. It forgets why a rule existed. It treats a temporary workaround as a permanent solution. It reopens decisions that were already settled. It keeps solving the same problem from scratch. This is how coherence breaks down. Coherence is not just about sounding consistent. Coherence means the system preserves the relationship between its goals, its constraints, its prior decisions, and its next actions. That requires memory, but not just more memory. More memory by itself can create another problem. If the system remembers everything, it may preserve noise, mistakes, private information, or outdated assumptions. So the real issue is not simply storage. The real issue is governed memory. A recursive AI system needs to know what should persist, what should expire, what should be retrieved, and what should remain outside the system entirely. That is why memory becomes a governance problem. The question is not only, can the system remember? The deeper question is, what is it allowed to remember? Why is it remembering it? Who controls that memory? How long should it last? And what rules determine when it is used? Without answers to those questions, memory can become another source of drift. But without memory at all, recursion becomes repetition. The system loops, but it does not learn. It reflects, but it does not carry the reflection forward. It improves in one moment, then loses the improvement in the next. This is why memory is not a side feature in agentic AI. It is part of the architecture of coherence. If we want AI systems that can operate across time, across tools, across workflows, and across decisions, then we cannot rely on intelligence alone. We need systems that preserve continuity. We need memory that is scoped, structured, auditable, and governed. Because the failure mode is clear. An AI system without memory can still be intelligent, but it cannot remain coherent for long.